Welcome! Phones, programs, and AI make our life easier than ever, but maybe a little too easy? Are we still using our brains like we used to? Today, we're putting that to the test with 20 multiple choice questions that AI can answer, but can you? Keep track of how many you get right, because at the end, you get a fun quiz title based on your score. Ready to play? Let's go. Good luck. 2, 4, 8, 16. What comes next? 20, 24, 30, or 32? 32 is the correct answer because each number doubles. Which of these is a palindrome? Camera, radar, speaker, or monitor? Radar reads the same backward and forward. Which weighs more? 1 kilogram of feathers, 1 kilogram of steel, 1 kilogram of your expectations, or they all weigh the same? 1 kilogram is 1 kilogram, no matter the material. Which planet is closest to the Sun? Earth, Mars, Venus, or Mercury? Mercury is the innermost planet. Which animal is a mammal? Dolphin, crocodile, penguin, or manta ray? Dolphins breathe air and nurse their young. Which number is a prime? 9, 17, 21, or 33? 17 is only divisible by 1 and itself. What is the capital of France? London, Madrid, Rome, or Paris? It's Paris. And if you're curious about European geography, don't miss my landmark quiz. It's a fun way to test your knowledge. Which word is spelled correctly? Receipt, 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 or receipt? And it's receipt. I before E except after C. What color do you get mixing red and blue? Purple, orange, green, or yellow? Basic color mixing gives you purple. M, T, W, T, F. What comes next? G, S, U, or R? It's S for Saturday, the days of the week. AI stands for artificial interest, artificial intelligence, auto-info, or actual insight. AI stands for artificial intelligence. Which one is not like the others? Apple, banana, carrot, or mango? Carrot is a veggie, the rest are fruits. Which shape has 6 sides? Triangle, pentagon, octagon, or hexagon? It's the hexagon, since hex stands for 6. Which of these is a human sense? Speed, taste, warmth, or balance? Taste is one of our main 5 senses, and if you're all about food, don't miss my Guess the Missing Ingredient quiz. Which comes first in the alphabet? Q, J, K, or F? F is the earliest letter here. Which is not a real programming language? Python, Java, Ruby, or Nimbus? Nimbus isn't a language yet, more like a large grey rain cloud. What is a quarter of 100, 25, 33, 50, or 75? 25. Quick math for the win. What is the biggest solid internal organ in the human body? Heart, lung, liver, or stomach? The liver plays a key role in detoxification and metabolism. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, Michelangelo, or Donatello? Michelangelo painted the famous ceiling around 1510. What does .com stand for in a website address? Computer Operations Manager, Community Online Media, Completely Obvious Mistake, or Commercial? .com is short for commercial because it was originally intended for businesses on the web. Let's count the points and see how you did. If you had 1 to 5 correct answers, your title will be Autocorrect Needed. You gave it a shot and that counts. If you had 6 to 10 correct answers, your title will be Smart Enough to Google It. Not bad, you would survive with Wi-Fi. If you had 11 to 15 correct answers, your title would be Siri would be proudish. You've got brains and bandwidth. If you had 16 to 19 correct answers, your title will be Proof that brains still matter. Clearly, you're not just coasting on smart devices. If you have all 20 questions correct, your title will be Walking, Talking Intelligence. No AI required. You are the real deal. Thank you for taking the quiz. Is your brain still working as it should? Let me know in the comments how you did and if you're still mentally standing. Want to keep your brain buzzing? Check out my Happy Science Excellence quiz next. It's full of surprises, invention, and those oops or genius moments. See you there. Bye.